welcome to the NewsX Sunday Guardian Roundtable. Well, the election dates for the coming assembly elections have finally been announced. And we're going to see now a fierce 2 months ahead as campaigning takes off. We're already seeing scenes of it, what is interesting is that the campaigning not within BJP versus Congress, but within the BJP versus BJP. When the elections earlier, a few months ago, it was Congress versus Congress in Rajasthan. Madhya Pradesh also had more or less got its act together, but there were factions. But the Congress managed to settle its house in order pretty fast in Chhattisgarh as well. The BJP, on the other hand, has been caught off guard, which is very interesting because usually it is the other way around. We've also had an election survey, the ABPC voter poll, which actually gives the Congress, I think, 3 out of 4 states. It's or 3 out of 5 states. It's Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and it gives it Telangana, which is of course a pleasant surprise because for the Congress party, because it was expected that it would go to the regional party. So the Congress's camp is upbeat with the results. BJP also has reason to celebrate, not too much, but they're getting a sweeping win in Rajasthan. That should shore up the BJP morale because the BJP is plagued with infighting, especially in Rajasthan. So what does it mean for the national impact and how do we see this survey and what are the expectations on ground? I have with me a panel of experts. There is Ashutosh, founding editor, satyahindi.com. Avinash Kalla, he's the founder of Talk Journalism and a journalist and a columnist. And Rashid Kidbai, he's author of 24 Akbar Road, senior journalist, columnist. I'll ask you, Rashid, what is your assessment of the survey that has come out?
I think to my mind, I've been all along, thinking on the similar lines, though I had no idea about this survey because the Rajasthan was a sinking ship for the Congress from the beginning itself. I mean, there's a lot of communal polarization, there is a leadership tussle, and in fact, overall, I mean, if you look at, the kind of feature for this, all those election-bound states, there is there's Urdu couplet, कि अपनों ने हमें लूटा, गैरों में कहाँ दम था. मेरी किश्ती वहां डूबी जहां पानी कम था. So if you look at Shivraj Singh Chauhan, if you look at Vasundhara Raje Scindia, if you look at Ashok Gehlot, they all are facing a lot of resistance from within. So normally state elections are about state leadership. Here, except for Bhupesh Baghel, there's nobody is sure-footed about it. So I think the Rajasthan story, which Avinash can elaborate much better, was doomed as far as the Congress was concerned from the beginning, simply because of that, that ego clash, that kind of, insubordination on the part of Ashok Gehlot. Because if Gehlot could not win trust of the Gandhis or the Congress leadership, how do you expect him to win the confidence of the, voters? Because voters are able to see this is 24/7, social media thing. So everyone knew that Mr. Ashok Gehlot was out of, favor since September 25th, 2022. So this is something which is, I think, what surveys have picked is a writing on the wall.
Okay, Avinash, what is your reaction from the on-ground Rajasthan? He's spoken about Ashok Gehlot, but is the anti-incumbency so much against Ashok Gehlot?
See, Priya, as it has been said widely, if you go on the ground in Rajasthan, BJP has an edge simply for the fact that people every time want to change an MLA, and there is a huge anti-incumbency against the Congress MLAs. So the sitting MLAs are having an issue. Mr. Gehlot's image is clean. He is acceptable to people, but you cannot be a CM until and unless you have MLAs winning in. And if you look at, interestingly, what the BJP has done yesterday, in 41 seats, they have put 29 new candidates. And these 41 seats are weak seats. Out of this, I think roughly around 39 to 40 seats are such where they did not win a single seat last time around. So they have put in a new phase. They've got MPs. Can the Congress match them by changing the MLAs? That would be the litmus test of this entire election, because both the parties this time look to be going against their character. For the first time, BJP in Rajasthan is without any local face. And for the first time, Congress, which goes on collective leadership, so far, if you look at them, it is clear that Mr. Gehlot is going to be their face. So it's a Gehlot versus Modi election in Rajasthan. The crux of the whole thing is who dares to change the MLAs better and looks at the local minute changes in the field. Look at it, the seat that is given to Diya Kumari. Very, very surprising seat if you look at Rajasthan, because she replaces Mr. Bhairav Singh Shekhawat's son-in-law. And Mr. Rajvi has been winning 3 consecutive elections with increasing margins. But the BJP survey and their analysis showed that it's been 3 times there is local resentment within the councillors and people, they change the seat. They changed the seat of Rajpal Singh Shekhawat, who was the third highest vote gainer despite losing the seat. And he's a Vasundhara Raje loyalist as well.
That's why.
No respect for any reputation, they changed the guy. A three-time MLA, a three-time MP has been asked to contest against a state minister, which is a difficult seat for the BJP. So the BJP has taken a very strong decision. With this, it is very clear that no local imprint, no even remotest chance of any leader saying that I am the face. Go out, prove your mettle, then we will decide. So I give BJP a slight edge on the ground.
Okay. Ashutosh, let's focus on Rajasthan only. The 41 names have come out, but not Vasundhara Raje Scindia. Are you surprised by this?
No, I'm not surprised. And frankly, I'm not surprised because it's quite visible that Modi and Amit Shah, they don't want Vasundhara Raje Scindia to lead a dictate terms in Rajasthan. It's simple. I do not know whether she will really figure in the list of people contesting elections. I think that she will be given a ticket and she will contest. But if she's not projected as a chief ministerial candidate, then this could be the end of the road for the Vasundhara Raje Scindia. Similarly, you look at Madhya Pradesh. Shivraj Singh Chauhan was again there was uncertainty about him, but finally he got a seat and he's contesting elections. So that's a way Modi and Amit Shah deal with the regional satraps. To first try to make them understand that, look, if you think that you can win elections for us, then you're living in some other world. Anybody who can win elections for the BJP is Narendra Modi and Amit Shah's strategy. These are the only things. So please don't dictate terms to us. And finally, in the fourth list, Shivraj Singh Chauhan is accommodated. See, my take on these assembly election is slightly different from what Rashid Bhai and Avinash has said. I believe that wherever the BJP is faced with the strong leaders in the states, BJP has a very tough time to deal with. The similar thing was about Mamata Banerjee in Bengal, and similar thing in Delhi also. And in these two states, there was strong anti-incumbency against the MLAs, but despite that, people wanted to choose the leader. And somehow, whether we call it a Narendra Modi phenomenon or the Narendra Modi cult or whatever you call it, the people are voting for the leader who should be the prime minister and who should be the chief minister. In Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot is undoubtedly a strong leader, and there is no resentment against him. That's what I could gather. There is a strong anti-incumbency against the MLAs, but if there is no resentment against our unhappiness against Ashok Gehlot, then Ashok Gehlot has a fair chance of giving a tough fight to the BJP, though I still believe that the BJP has an edge. Similar thing in Madhya Pradesh also. The Kamal Nath is a strong leader and he's giving tough fight to the BJP. Vipesh Baghel is head and shoulder above the rest in Chhattisgarh, and that's why before the election results are announced, people are saying that the Congress has a good chance. I think the real story is Telangana. If in Telangana, where the Congress has been written off 6 months earlier, 6 months ago, everybody was thinking that the Congress is nowhere in the picture. BJP is emerging in the second strong force, and the BRS can take the victory for granted. But in the last 6 months, something has happened in Telangana, and now at least two opinion polls, one done by the Lokpal, the local Hyderabad, and the other one is by C-Voter. Both of them are saying that the Congress can defeat BRS and can form the government. If Telangana, if this is the story of Telangana, that means there is something happening on the ground for the Congress party. Whether it's a national phenomenon or only the regional or the local phenomenon, we have to understand that. And that should worry BJP for the national elections also.
Okay. Rashid, you've written a book on the Sindhyas, and I think whenever we talk about Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan elections, the three Sindhyas come in the fray. Yashodhara Raje has said that she will not contest. So is now Jyotiraditya going to contest in her place? Will he be propped up as the CM face? And of course, the fate of Vasundhara Raje Scindia. So can you tell us what is happening in the Scindia camp?
Yeah, I think Scindias are a divided house. One Scindia, that being Yashodhara Raje Scindia, who's minister in Shivraj Singh government, she's already ruled herself out. She's not contesting. She's citing health ground as a reason, but she's continuing to be a minister in Shivraj government. If she was not keeping good health, she should have, or she could have resigned as a minister And I think Jyotiraditya Scindia doesn't want to contest assembly elections because you
But
see the
he could
overall.
become CM face.
No, see, becoming CM face, Priya, is very different from becoming CM. So you look at the BJP strategy. It's very interesting that while in Madhya Pradesh they've got 7 MPs, 3 union ministers, and so because they're struggling and they want to field more and more. You look at it, Rajasthan, they are not doing. The union ministers are not fighting so far, in Rajasthan because they are comfortable. That's why I'm saying assessment of political parties is very good. Ashok Gehlot's, image is so clean that he always gets, clean bold. You look at, what happened in 2003, you look at what happened in 2013, the Congress tally, falls and falls badly. When the BJP loses in a change state like Rajasthan, the BJP has substantive number of, seats in the sense 70, 80, 90, that kind of thing. And when the Congress collapses, it falls. And therefore, I would say that both Congress and BJP have that assessment. So their strategy is on a realistic thing. It's not like in bravado. You see, when Ajay Makan was appointed as Congress treasurer, there was a dismay in, so to say, in the old guard of the Congress who were thinking that Mr. Ashok Gehlot, with the help of Ambika Soni and others, may become, the Congress treasurer on 10th of December. After assembly dust is settled of assembly polls. But that didn't happen. So I'm saying if somebody is looking to be a treasurer of a party, of a chief ministerial face, it shows the kind of, confidence that person has. I mean, he didn't even want to announce this caste-based thing. It happened. Avinash can dwell this on more. The last day, he wanted it to put it on the Congress manifesto. Imagine that, a Congress would state wanted to put a key plank, the caste-based census, in its election manifesto, not as a executive order of the government. So this is a state of things. So I think coming back to Jyotiraditya Scindia, he knows there is a role cut out for him, and the BJP is going down in Madhya Pradesh, going down heavily. So he will stay on. The BJP has employed all the other foot soldiers to, fall or enhance and raise some kind of, credibility of the party. We're touching about 100 seats in 230-member house of Madhya Pradesh. So that's how Mr. Scindia is being saved for the future.
Okay, interesting. But Avinash, again, a little more, about, the happenings within Rajasthan where the Congress is happening. How do you see the Congress politics playing out, and how can Vasundhara be a destabilizing factor? She may not be able to, play a role in winning the elections, but if she's not, can she make the BJP lose the elections?
Well, can she do that is something that only time will tell. It's all something that we are speculating. If you look at the last elections in Rajasthan, both the parties were neck to neck. Their vote margins weren't too different. It was a matter of just 1.5 lakh votes here and there, and the difference was 27 seats. So would Vasundhara Raje be able to, dent the BJP's prospect is a thing that only time can tell. I think it will be too early to speculate because BJP is a cadre-based party. Unlike the Congress, where if a big leader goes out, he or she takes votes away. BJP is a cadre-based party. So, and past has shown that this hasn't happened, that when a BJP leader has moved out, they have taken votes away with them. So that is something that remains to be seen. BJP has taken a call. It has, thrown its hat in the ring. They are confident, and let's see how they do it. Now, coming back to the Congress party, superbly divided house. They always talk about the 8 to 9 factions in the BJP, but they forget one thing, that 8 to 9 aspirants are there in the BJP. Whereas in the Congress party, over the last 4.5 years, all the aspirations have been muzzled off and killed. You talk to their foot soldiers, they are not too excited about going in. Till the last day, a couple of hours before the code of conduct is to be announced, we had orders coming in from the governor appointing RPSC members till the last moment. One appointment came some hour later than the election commission. So this shows the confidence of the government. As long as the advertisements, propaganda, and pushing the time all around, Gehlot beated the BJP. He gave Prime Minister Modi and the BJP a run for its money till yesterday. He was all over the place. All the advertising campaign glids they are coming in are good. But their seriousness could also be seen from one fact. I think somebody advised it to the chief minister looking at prime minister that give a vision which is far away. So while 23 December is looking into your face, the government machinery was busy promoting Mission 2030. And when you speak to bureaucrats or politicians, they're clueless about it. So the infighting within the Congress party is huge. And now the big question, who will get the tickets? Who will have a final say in the tickets? Will it be Mr. Gehlot? Now, everywhere they say survey would be the final thing. But there have been statements where Mr. Gehlot has said, I want all the MLAs who supported me during the tough time to save my government to be given tickets. Now, these are two different things. If you do that, what Mr. Gehlot is saying, that means 120 odd people who are already in the assembly supporting the Congress get their tickets. So where is the change? Now, this is where the whole anti-incumbency is all about. So it's a tightrope. And while BJP has gone ahead, Congress, what we gather, still hasn't got its state election committee meeting done. It is still a huge challenge to get all the faces together. So it remains to be seen how Congress deals.
Okay. See, Ashutosh, where...
It's not auspicious time. अभी तो श्राद्ध चल रहे हैं ना पितृपक्ष अभी
सर बीजेपी में किसी ने कहा जिसके टिकट आ गए उसके अच्छे दिन बाकी सबके श्राद्ध कैरी ऑन रहेंगे
सही बोल रहे हैं But Ashutosh, what we are finding fault in the BJP, in the BJP we are praising, in the Congress, that, okay, at least BJP is changing its MLAs, it's not promoting Shivraj Singh Chauhan to avoid the anti-incumbency. So that is good strategy, हम कह रहे हैं Congress नहीं कर रही है, they are repeating the same old faces. BJP is doing what they did in Gujarat and in Himachal and other states with great success. So they are feeling, not Himachal, but in Uttarakhand, they are feeling that, if we change the CM face, we change the anti-incumbency. So is that why they're sidling Shivraj, and is that a good move?
I don't say it's a good move in any way, because this is the similar BJP led by Narendra Modi did. Could they win Himachal Pradesh? Could they win Karnataka? No. So I think we in the media most of the time make a lot of myth making. Let's get away from the myth making. The last in 2018, how many people have imagined and thought that the Congress will win all three states, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh? How many thought that in Karnataka, the BJP could be stopped from forming the government? How many thought that the Congress will give a good run for the money in Gujarat? And in all 5 states in 2018, Rahul Gandhi was the party president. Nobody had given him any credit for that. So because there is a myth that Narendra Modi wins wherever he goes and he can win election by his own magic. And Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Vasundhara Raje Scindia. This is the similar mistake which the Congress party did when Indira Gandhi was there. Similar mistake BJP is making when Modi is there. Unless you have a strong regional leaders, you can't fight. I don't agree with Vinas on many points for the simple reason, because a political party in a democracy is basically a competition for different factions. So whether the BJP, whether the Congress, they're different factions. Sometimes these factionalism, if there is a strong leader, they can control the factionalism, but factionalism is always there. If you look at Aam Aadmi Party, the 10 factions in the party, they're competing for the same space. Everybody wants to be MP, MLA, and if you don't get a ticket in 5 years, then you have to wait for another 5 years. So I don't buy this argument. My point is very, very simple, that if still Ashok Gehlot seems Congress in Rajasthan, if it appears that there's a tough competition in Rajasthan, it's not a cakewalk for the BJP. That itself shows that the government and the Congress and the Ashok Gehlot, something has done right there, and BJP has done something wrong there. If it is a pendulum mistake, that by that logic, this time the BJP should have a clean sweep, and there should not be any talk about that the Congress is giving a tough fight to the BJP. So that means I'm putting my neck out. See, there is something going for the Congress party, and the Congress party in the last 6-7 months, or last year, has done something right. Look at how Mallikarjun Kharge and the Rahul Gandhi is talking about the caste census. See, they are looking for a very solid social base for themselves, which the Congress did not try after 2004, despite forming the government. In 2009, they could win because Manmohan Singh's economy was booming, and he got it. Now they are creating an ideological space vis-a-vis BJP, and they're also trying to find out a good social base for the Congress party. This is something new which is happening in the Congress party. The Muslims today lock, stock and barrel are with the Congress party. So if they could create a potent social base for itself, that means the Congress will be sitting pretty on a 30% vote share. In the last 1997 to 2000 till now, for the last 30 years, Congress vote base of 12 crore, 10 to 12 crores is intact. 98% vote share is intact. They have to add something more. Are they adding something more? If they're adding something more, then the BJP is definitely heading for trouble in these states. In these states, I'm not talking about the parliamentary election, because the parliamentary election will be decided once what the new narrative is being set after the assembly elections.
Okay, that's a good point. We're going to take a break and come back and take a look at the larger picture, and also a little bit more on the state of Madhya Pradesh. So stay with us. I'm going to come back after a very quick break. Hello and welcome back to the NewsX Sunday Guardian Roundtable. We're taking a look at the coming assembly elections with a special focus on Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, really. Rashid, Madhya Pradesh, I can't let you go without asking you about what is happening in the Kamal Nath camp, because everybody's saying Kamal Nath is winning as long as Digvijay Singh doesn't open his mouth. So are these two on the same page? Are they fighting the same election? And how has Kamal Nath's strategy been so far?
Yeah, so I think you're posing a very interesting question. I think both Kamal Nath and Digvijay Singh, they are on the same page. Once again, this doctrine of necessity, the survival instincts of the Congress are at stake. We all know that, Digvijay Singh has a son, Javardhan Singh, who was a minister in previous Kamal Nath government. And there's a lot of already talk about who would be ultimately, successor of Chief Minister Kamal Nath. I mean, once Kamal Nath becomes Chief Minister, then in the next round, who would be the one? And there are many contenders, and Digvijay Singh's son is one of them. So there is a kind of truce or a perfect understanding between Digvijay Singh and Kamal Nath, that first it will be Kamal Nath, and then post Kamal Nath era it will be Javardhan Singh. So this is keeping them, together. And Digvijay Singh has taken 64 charge of 66 constituencies without getting approval or say a signal from the High Command, where the Congress had lost last 2-3 elections. So he's really slogging hard, etc. Priya, it's a very case study, the Madhya Pradesh model of election. It is totally autonomous. It's Kamal Nath election. There is no interference from Kharge, not so much even from Rahul Gandhi or team Rahul Gandhi. It's Kamal Nath who's deciding everything. What should be the agenda? What should be the talking point? All this Hindutva, Hinduism. He is the one. I can't think of any other person other than Mr. Narendra Modi of the BJP, who has so much of confidence and who has so much of hands-on approach on an election. Maybe Amit Shah and Modi would, and Arvind Kejriwal would be, exception in that. So he has a lot of things, and the Congress is actually looking, as a bystander. I mean, I'm talking about the leadership and looking at endorsing all his moves as long as he can deliver the state. And surveys are indicating, 4 out of 5 surveys are saying the Congress will cross 130 numbers. So Priya, what I'm saying is the politicians are very realistic in their approach. And so is the Congress. So Congress has a different, yardstick. When Rahul Gandhi said that we are winning, Telangana, we are winning Madhya Pradesh, we are winning Chhattisgarh, and maybe about Rajasthan, that maybe 50-50 chance. It was actually based on Sunil Kanugolu, the Congress is strategist inputs, and Sunil Kanugolu, is giving a thumbs down to Ashok Gehlot in Rajasthan. So that's the long and short of it. So Rahul Gandhi is, he's a realist, he's a realistic, pragmatic politician also at one level. That's why he's doing it.
What will happen to Ashok Gehlot, Avinash, if he doesn't make it? And B, why is the Congress not giving him as much freedom as they're giving Kamal Nath and Bhupesh Baghel? Is it because he's broken that trust line he had with the Congress, with Sonia Gandhi earlier?
Well, what will happen with Ashok Gehlot is something I think Rashid sir would be better to tell, because he knows the grand old party's functionings and working here. It depends on how the High Command thinks he would be suited. But coming back to your question, why is it? And I'd like to respond to a couple of things to what Ashutosh said. That, see, from a distance, when you look at Rajasthan, away from the ground, from Delhi, it's a completely different picture on paper. But when you go on the ground, there are MLAs of the Congress party who won those areas sweepingly, saying now that, can you get us somebody else to fight our seats? We don't want to contest. Now, there are seats like that as well, which shows the dissatisfaction. It is not just Mr. Gehlot running it. The bureaucracy, the officers, and the coterie around him, which was calling the shots, had muzzled people. I had seen ministers who were not able to respond to a official working in CMO. That was the level of iron grip that Mr. Gehlot had. So other leaders, other people, other Kshatraps were marked. Now, when you can't get them all together and aspire them or give them a hope or a chance that you still have something, I don't see the Congress coming in back, because the cadre has been like really left out. Most of the people are clueless, and look at the fights that are coming out. You know, the kind of verbal spats that the PCC chief had with the strategist and all kind of things. So in the matter of optics, when you go down, and secondly, when you talk about schemes, they look good on paper, they look good on rallies where the chief minister goes. But take the chief minister out and go to those places, those schemes and things are falling flat. They are there in ad campaigns. One thing has to be given to Mr. Gehlot. He did a superb campaign that everybody around was talking about him. Nobody else was to be seen. And that is something that he has been able to create so far. Now, where will the Congress go? Otherwise, if they are so confident, if they are so good and strong, they should have released their list. Somebody asked Randhawa yesterday at the CWC meeting, you know, the press person, what about your list? They said, we'll do it in September, first week, and we'll roll on and people will get a chance. Half of the October is gone. Where is the Congress party's list? And leave aside the list, their leaders haven't sat down together, barring an occasional photo op.
Well,
At
I
least
think
in the BJP,
no,
at least in the BJP, everybody knows that it will come from the top up. Like when the list was released yesterday, I spoke to a couple of state leaders. They said, we had given our inputs long time back. After that, there was no discussion from us. Just the list came out. So at least they know that the higher-ups will send something, will play to them. In the Congress party, nobody knows whom to play for. Do I go to Mr. Kanugolu? Do I go to Mr. Pilot? Do I go to Mr. Gehlot? Do I approach Rahul Gandhi? Who gives me the ticket?
That is again the problem of too much.
Avinash, you didn't name the poll strategist.
Huh?
I said you did not name that poll strategist who had a spat with the PCC chief in Rajasthan.
No, it's not for me to say. You know, everybody knows Mr.
Who's
Arora,
come from Punjab? The same one.
No, it's not about Punjab. See, it's not a matter of Mr. Arora. The whole idea is that the state unit is, what we hear from sources, it said that what is Congress? Only Mr. Gehlot is Congress. Now, that kind of an upmanship is something which is not associated with the Congress party. Despite Mr. Khadge being the president, all the focus and limelight and the decisions remain with Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Too much,
it or not. No, listen, Rahul Gandhi comes in, gives a great campaign speech, makes a speech, so on and so forth. And 5 days after that, all the three big shots of the Congress party are not on the ground. Neither is Mr. Chief Minister. Mr. Dotasra goes into his home and he says, I'm not well. Mr. Pilot is also off. He goes and restricts himself to talk. So where is the Congress party? Where is the cohesion? You go to the war room, the people don't understand who's where.
Is Congress losing its creating a self-goal in Rajasthan rather than the BJP winning, Ashutosh?
See, it always does that. You know, I'll again come on, before Ashish Joshi makes his final comment, I'll say, you know, I don't have great ability on BJP's strategy, but the way Congress plays at games, you know that they can snatch defeat from the hands of victory.
Okay. Ashutosh.
No, I don't buy that argument, and because Congress is a good punching box. Everybody
good to see a smile on your face. You know, something we rarely see. Ashutosh.
Would love to. Everybody loves to punch, to give a punch to the Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party. See, as I said, has the Congress party changed in the last so many years? Congress party is the same Congress party. Why you expect that the Congress party will behave like an RSS and behave like a BJP? BJP and the Congress these are two different political entities. Their thought process is different. Their ideation is different. Their cadre is different. Their ideology is different. The groundwork is different. Everything is different and that's why these are two different entities. The fact of the matter today is what I say, and that is something which we all should try to understand and study. The fact of the matter is that today Congress party is going back to the old school politics, where it's not old politics means where you have to empower regional kshatraps. Unless you empower regional kshatras with a good social base, Congress will never be able to stand on its feet at the national level. And what the BJP is doing is BJP is over centralizing everything. So it's basically Congress model is decentralization and the BJP's model is over centralization. And now BJP is copying Congress model, and the Congress is copying earlier the BJP's model. So if Ashok Gehlot is standing tall on its feet, Kamal Nath is standing tall on its feet, Baghel and Revant Reddy is standing tall on the feet. Everybody in Karnataka, everybody said that the Congress is winning, but the fight between the top two leaders will spoil everything. Did it happen? It did not happen. So I think this is what we have to understand. I'm not saying that the Congress is coming back to power in Rajasthan or in Madhya Pradesh, because I'm not an astrologer. I can only say is that this is the Congress party. If it is giving a tough fight, then that means the Congress has done something right. The Congress has done something right in Himachal Pradesh. The Congress has done something right in Karnataka. The Congress has learned its lesson. What it did in Punjab, what it did in Goa, what it did in Uttarakhand. They realized that if you make too much interference in the local units, then that will lead to annihilation of the Congress party. Congress was winning in Punjab, Congress was winning in Uttarakhand, but they messed up. So I think if they have learned few lessons in trying to get back, look at how the work division is taking place. Rahul Gandhi is behaving like a chairman of the corporation. CEO is Mallikarjun Kharge, and the local leaders are the leaders of the different verticals. And it is the responsibility of the chairman to put the policy and the paradigm. Executive, the CEO has to execute, and the local Chhatraps has to come back with the passbook that this is what we have earned for you. I think this is a model which is good. Don't expect Rahul Gandhi to go campaign vigorously in Telangana and Rajasthan and every places. He's trying to pull him back. We don't realize that what is the contribution of Rahul Gandhi. He has given a tough ideological fight to the BJP at the thought level. That where is the caste census, OBC caste census, OBC caste census. I think that things are changing for the Congress party. It will take a lot of time to reshape. And only then the reinvented Congress will come back to fight BJP at the national level. Otherwise, in fragments, it has no future.
Okay, green shoots of revival in the Congress, and I like the division of labor and the CEO versus chairman role of everybody. But yes, I do agree. There seems to be, at least we are talking about the Congress. Earlier the Congress was never in the discussion, both in the north and in the south the states. The Congress is in play, and that itself is good news for the opposition and for the fact that there is at least some kind of an alliance that is working on ground. So thank you so much for this conversation, and we're going to keep watching this space. Lots more discussions of this nature coming up. But thank you for now. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.